Isn't it fantastic if a robot can think on its own? Do you have any clue how they work? Let's find it out in this video. Before we learn about robots, let's understand how we humans function.
Imagine a candle burning close to your hands. Will you let your hands burn, or will you get your hands away from the fire immediately? Whether you want to let your hand burn or not, your brain immediately instructs to remove your hand from the fire. Am I right? But how does this happen? Well, our skin is a kind of a sensor which detects heat and sends a signal to the brain. When your brain receives the signal, your brain immediately processes and instructs your hand to move away from the fire. The above situation can be divided into 3 blocks: input, process, and output. Basically, our skin keeps sending an input to our brain. Brain checks how much heat the candle could give to your skin. If the brain knows that the heat might burn the finger, then it sends a signal to the hand to move from the candle. This is exactly the same way how a robot works too. The sensor detects the flame and communicates it to the microcontroller of the robot. Then, the microcontroller gives instruction to the pump to turn on and spray the water until the flame is off. In this case, the input is the flame sensor to detect the fire, and output is the pump to spray the water. Similarly, different robots have different input and output device and commands. A drone has GPS, accelerometer, gyros as input, and a motor as an output to explore its environment. A self-driving car has a LiDAR, camera, ultrasonic sensor, GPS as input, and uses motors as an output. Huge rockets like Falcons have gyros and accelerometers as input and thrusters as an output. The same block remains the same for your PC as well. Your PC uses a mouse, keyboard as input, and a monitor as an output.
Now it's time for your activity. Grab your activity book and write the components listed as input or output. See you in the next session to know more about the robotic brain.